When I woke up, there was a voicemail on my phone 2 minutes long, and it was me, breathing heavily, even though I'd been asleep all night. It started about a week ago. I was working late on a project for my job, and when I finally got into bed around midnight, I noticed my phone buzz. It was weird because I just put it on Do Not Disturb, but there it was, a notification for a missed call. The caller ID just said, unknown. No big deal, probably a robocall. I ignored it and went to sleep. The next morning, I saw the voicemail. 2 minutes long. I hit play out of curiosity, and immediately felt this cold, sinking feeling in my stomach. It was my voice, my breathing. You know how you sound different on recordings? It was unmistakably me, but what freaked me out was how I sounded shallow, fast breaths, like I was panicked. No words, no noise in the background. Just me breathing. I replayed it a few times, trying to figure out if it was some kind of prank. I checked my call log, thinking maybe I had sleep dialed someone and the voicemail somehow looped back to me. But my outgoing calls were normal, and I definitely hadn't made one in the middle of the night. I brushed it off, maybe a glitch, right? But then it happened again the next night. Same thing, missed call, voicemail from unknown, and this time, I could hear faint noises in the background. Like footsteps. That's when I started freaking out. I live alone. I decided to stay awake the next night to see if it happened again. I kept my phone in my hand, the screen brightness low, and waited. Sure enough, just after 3 a.m., it buzzed. Unknown. My stomach dropped, but I answered. At first, all I heard was static, but then came the breathing. My breathing. It wasn't a recording this time. I could hear the exact breaths I was taking, like it was mirroring me in real time. I whispered, "Who is this?" And then the line clicked dead. The next day, I went to my service provider to report the calls, but they couldn't find any record of them. No number, no trace in their system at all. I even showed them the voicemails, but they said they had no explanation. That night, I unplugged my phone, turned off the Wi-Fi, and sat in silence, staring at the blank screen. I tried to convince myself I'd imagined it all, but just as I was about to fall asleep, my phone buzzed again. It wasn't even plugged in. This time, the voicemail wasn't breathing. It was a voice, my voice, and it whispered, "Don't lock the door." When I ran to check, the deadbolt was wide open.